Alright, let's get this show started. The UFC has officially announced a high-stakes flyweight showdown. Number 3 ranked Brandon Royal will face number 7 ranked Manel Kape in the main event of UFC Vegas 112 set for December 13th. This marks the third attempt to make the fight happen. Originally scheduled for March 1st at UFC Fight Night 253, Royal was forced to withdraw due to multiple concussions and was replaced by Asu Alabaev. Kape went on to win that bout via third-round TKO. The matchup was rebooked for June 28th at UFC 317, but this time Kape withdrew due to a broken foot. He was replaced by Joshua Van. Now, with both fighters healthy, the long-awaited clash is finally back on, and it's set to headline UFC Fight Night 266 on December 13th. Who do you guys think takes this one, Royal or Kape? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Israel Adesanya was picked up by an excited Uber driver who thought they were about to meet a platinum recording artist. Adesanya recently shared a video of himself in an Uber where a driver noticed that he looked similar to a famous UFC fighter. When asked what his name was, the driver replied, Iggy Elia, to which the former champion seemed amused.
Wait, who do you think I was?
You know the famous New Zealand UFC fighter?
What's his name?
Iggy Azalea.
No. Wrong guy. Sorry, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, you serious?
Yeah, I get around.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Bro. Bro, what the fuck, bro? You're my favorite fighter.
Respect, bro. Thank you.
Fucking shit.
Ahead of UFC Rio, Alex Pereira took part in a fan Q&A where he revealed he had no knowledge of any injury to Makhachev prior to their UFC 320 bout. Reflecting on his emphatic knockout win, Pereira said he was unaware of Ana Livia's injury claims, but did feel the stoppage may have been a bit early, joking that it robbed him of the chance to land a classic Sao Paulo slap, a nod to Nate Diaz's signature move. Top team faced a tough night at UFC Rio, with both Mateo Gamrot and Karolina Kowalkiewicz coming up short in their respective bouts. Gamrot was submitted by Charles Oliveira in the second round, while Kowalkiewicz suffered a third-round knockout loss to Julia Pilastri. In the aftermath of the defeats, coach Mike Brown shared the following statement: "We win together, we lose together. I'm truly heartbroken for my friend Mateo, but I always admire his courageousness. Cameron is not afraid of big challenges and taking big risks." He landed in Florida 3 weeks ago to start at his training camp for a UFC headliner scheduled on November 8th. His second day in America, he heard the news of Fizz pulling out of his fight with Charles Ola. So like the soldier wanting to go to battle, he campaigned hard for the opportunity to fight the Brazilian legend. A few days later, he secured the fight. So Mateo trained hard for about 12 days and jumped on a plane to Brazil and took a shot. It's always a gamble every time you step in the cage. And this time, the gamble didn't pay off. The fight didn't go our way, but Gamrot still maintains that same warrior spirit and his passion like no other. He is truly one of a kind. I think the fans have great respect for his willingness to fight anywhere under any circumstance. In 30 professional fights, this was the first time he was ever finished. When you are fighting the absolute best fighters on planet Earth, this is a possibility and bound to happen eventually. Charles himself is a legend and a former champion. Yet, he too has stumbled in the past. My point is, I still believe in Makhachev, and still believe he can be the champion one day. It was a tough loss and a hard pill to swallow, but all we can do at this point is get better. We can always get better. Benil Darius was surprised by how easily Charles Oliveira dismantled Gamrot at UFC Rio. Speaking with Submission Radio, Darius, who has faced both Oliveira and Gamrot, suggested that short-notice preparations may have played a role in Gamrot's performance, saying it could explain why he couldn't do anything against Olive.
Super impressed with Charles. He looked really good. He looked clean, didn't take much damage, and he was able to basically do whatever he wanted to Gamrot, which was surprising. I thought Gamrot would be able to do much better, but you know, it is what it is. From what I read, his coach said he came in 3 weeks to ATT prior to the fight. So if that's the case, you know, who knows how good his shape is and all that stuff. I mean, that plays a factor, how terrible your weight cut is. I'm sure, you know, if you talk to the cornerman, they say, hey, if we had a full camp, that fight would look a lot different. I'm sure same thing with Gamrot. But, you know, watching the fight, Charles looked great, and Gamrot didn't really have.
During the interview, Darius also dropped a bit of breaking news, saying he's hearing that Justin Gaethje is expected to face Ilya next.
Surely if Armin wins here, or Dan even, this pushes them up to the top?
Yeah, I would say that's a #1 contender fight for both the guys. I think that makes the most sense for one of those guys to get the title shot. I'm hearing rumors of Justin Gaethje, to be honest, getting the title shot. I don't know how true that is. We'll see how that goes, and so that leaves kind of Patty out. So I don't know. I don't know what's next, but I think the people who are most deserving would be the winner of that.
New footage shows a strong and bulked-up Islam grappling on a beach in Dubai as he prepares for his welterweight debut against Jack Della at UFC 322 on November 22nd.
Sleep! Still alive. He's also got pajama, look.
رقد.
Sleep. That's power now.
اطلع.
Imagine round 5 now. Very slippery.
خالد عقا تحت عقا down on the floor. ايوه لا تميت ساند. طلعت روح خلاص game over الحين.
Tom Aspinall recently appeared on the Shits and Gigs podcast, where he discussed a range of interesting topics. When asked if there was any fighter in the heavyweight history he believed could beat him, Aspinall didn't hesitate.
DC has the worst style for me ever.
He's got a nasty style.
He's like short. I've said this to his face as well. Like, short guy who just keeps walking forward, changing levels in between like grappling punches. He can knock you out, he can take you down. He's got like cardio for days. For my style, he's a nightmare.
Aspinall also revealed that he'd rather vacate his title than fight close friend Andy Dia, who just broke into the top 10 following a win over Marin Tabura in his UFC debut.
If it comes to it, you're just not fighting him.
I wouldn't fight him. No chance. No chance.
Damn. Fucking
no.
Props.
That's
really?
Yeah. That's, you know, so I've got guys who I train with, of course, and I've trained with them for years and stuff. And I've got other guys who are my like genuine friends.
Yeah.
And he's one of like my genuine friends. I would never like there's some stuff to me that's like more important than like money and titles. And like I say, I've won the title. I've done that. And I've got a few more in me before he's going to be up there anyway. So if none of us had won the title and we were both in around the same time, we'd have to fight because that's my dream. I've got to do it, and that's his dream. But right now I've done it. I've still got more to do, but I can do that more in the time that he's
takes him to
climbing.
get up,
Yeah.
yeah.
And when he's there, I'm happy to.
Fair play, man.
Oh, that's an incredible I don't think you understand. That's an incredible.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.